Salve. This is the story Mercator on page 24 of your textbook. Just like we did with Cerberus, I'm going to read it in Latin. There will be some pictures on here that might help with comprehension. And this time I'm not going to say what it is in English. This time it's for you to try to figure that out. I will give you some leading questions, and hopefully that everything will work out. So let's begin. Down at the bottom, there are words that you will need in this highlighted, or in the section highlighted in the red box. As you can see, we have the words visitat, is visiting, and vilam means a house. It's not just a house, it's a pretty fancy house. We have the word villa in English, and it doesn't just mean house. Amicus Caecilium visitat. Amicus est mercator. Mercator vilam intrat. So we have a friend, and we know that the friend down there at the bottom says is visiting. Who is he visiting? What do we know about this friend? What type of job does the friend have? And when he gets to the house, what does he do? Clemens est in atrio. Clemens mercatorum salutat. So when the merchant enters into the house, remember the first room that he enters into is the atrium. In Latin, we call it the atrium. Who is already in the atrium when the merchant enters in the house? What does that person do to the merchant when he enters into the house? In this highlighted section, you see that there are three words down at the bottom that we will need that we don't know already. Pecuniam is money. Numerat means to count. Probably could have figured that out. We get the more number from that, obviously. And an argentarius is a banker. Argentarius. This is related to the Latin word for silver. If you have taken chemistry, then you know that chemical symbol for silver is Ag. So it gives you some more information. Not only is he a banker, but it also tells you the history of Roman coins and Roman money. What were they made out of? Caecilius est in tablino. Where is Caecilius? What room in the house is he in? Tablino. Caecilius pecuniam numerat. What's Caecilius doing to the money? Caecilius est argentarius. Do modern bankers handle money in their own home? I hope not. Perhaps it's better to think of him not as a banker, but more of as a loan shark. And woe be the person who doesn't pay him back. Down at the bottom, you see that there are two words that we need for this. Salve means hello. And I've said that a couple times in the past few videos. I'm not sure if you picked up on that. Salve, hello. And respondet means replies or perhaps responds. Amicus tablinum intrat. What did the friend do? Caecilius surget. He was sitting. Caecilius surget. Salve, Caecilius mercatorum salutat. Salve, mercator respondet. So what are they doing? What are these two men doing now that they're in the same room? Caecilius triclinum intrat. Amicus quoque intrat. They left the office or the study, the tablinum. Where are they now? Where have they gone to? Did both of them go, or did just one of them go? And how do you know it was both of them? What's the Latin word that lets you know that they both went? Down on this, you see that there's a phrase and a word that we need to know. In lecto means on a couch. Recumbit means reclines. Amicus in lecto recumbit. Argentarius in lecto recumbit. So what do they do? What room are they in? I don't understand. Why is the action of the amicus say recumbit if they're in the triclinium? You may remember this from our discussion of the Roman house earlier in this week. Romans famously reclined when they ate. They ate lying down. They don't eat sitting like we do. It was a sign of distinction and wealth to be able to lie down while you're eating. So Moving on. You see down at the bottom, we have 3 words. Cantat means is singing or sings. Pawonum is a peacock. And coquit means is cooking. Grumio in culina cantat. Grumio. Where is Grumio? And what is he doing in this place? Grumio pawonum coquit. Grumio. Oh, he's cooking something. What is he cooking? Coquus lightus. Ah, good. We have a good adjective here. It describes it describes Grumio. Tell me about Grumio. Tell me about the cook. Is he happy, sad, angry, miserable? Yes, he is cooking a peacock. It was a delicacy in ancient Rome. I imagine it tasted pretty much just like a gamey turkey, which is interesting. Going on a little tangent here, but the Spanish word for turkey is related to the Latin word for peacock. When we think about turkeys, right, what we have for Thanksgiving and whatnot, there were no turkeys in ancient Rome. There are no turkeys in Europe. They don't exist there. They only exist in North America. So when the explorers came to North America and they saw these birds wandering around that have these large tail feathers, they immediately thought, it's kind of like a peacock. Mm. So down at the bottom, you see we've got some words that we need to know. Audit means hears or listens to. Non est means is not. Expectat means is waiting for, or perhaps expects. Caecilius coquum audit. Whom does Caecilius hear? What's his response? Caecilius non est lightus. The cook was lightus. Caecilius non est lightus. Caecilius cenam expectat. What's Caecilius waiting for? Amicus cenam expectat. What's the friend waiting for? Last sentence, you see that there is a word down at the bottom. Vituperat means tells off or curses or swears at. Caecilius grumionum vituperat. Whom does Caecilius swear at? So there's a little story about Caecilius who invited a friend over for a meal. And when they sat down for the meal, sadly, the meal did not come promptly. And so Caecilius became angry about this. What was his response to his anger? Is that an appropriate response to anger? If you invited a friend over and you order a pizza and the pizza takes a little bit longer than 30 minutes to arrive at your door, is this a response that you would have? I wouldn't tell off the driver, though. It's not their fault. Possibly. Right. In the next story, interclinio, which if you come to class, we'll do this together in small groups. If you are a remote student, you're going to have to find time to meet with me, and we can do it one-on-one or in small remote groups. So in the next story, interclinio, it tells us what happens next once the cook has finally prepared the meal. What's going to happen? We'll see. The next time. Wale.